Welcome to Season 2 of Confidence on Command Live. I am your host, Nakisha J. Gregory, the Crown Confidence Alchemist. If you're tuning in for the very first time, you could have been anywhere else in the world today, but you're right here, and I don't take that lightly. And if you found your way here, it's because something in you is ready to move. People often ask, what exactly is the Crown Confidence Alchemist? It means I am called and qualified to help people awaken identity, ignite alignment, and transform pain into purpose. It's not just a title for me, it's a mission. It's a lived experience. Season 2 begins with a powerful truth. Identity doesn't change when you decide. It changes when responsibility meets clarity. Today's episode is called Meeting the Next Version of You, because becoming isn't a mindset shift. It's a lifestyle decision. So sit with this question. Who are you becoming, and what version must you release to get there? Because confidence isn't found in who you once were. It's built in who you're willing to become. So stay right there, champions. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Nakisha J. Gregory, the Crown Confidence Alchemist. As a Navy veteran, international best-selling author, and entrepreneur, I have transformed my journey with alopecia and lupus into a movement of resilience and empowerment. Through my Crown Confidence brand, I help women and veterans turn struggles into strength, reclaim their identity, and shine boldly in every room. Discover the movement and connect with me at NakishaJGregory.com. Unveil your crown, embrace your shine. Today's community champion is the founder of Gorgeous Grandmas and a powerful example of what it means to be vibrant and confident. How are you doing today, Dr. Marsha?
I am wonderful, thank you. I'm fabulous, I'm gorgeous,
and you look gorgeous and grandma. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about why you started Gorgeous Grandmas? What was the story behind your vision?
I would be happy to. So, what I noticed when I became a grandma, that is a big responsibility. It also kind of conjures up these ideas of women sitting on the porch, knitting, children around their feet. They're not doing anything for themselves, they're doing it for everybody else. And I'm like, I'm not that type. And maybe I'm a little bit more selfish, some might say. But I call it, I decided that's not how I want to show up. So I decided I need to do something different. And you know how we change the phones? We get a different version every year, 6 months. I don't know how often they do it, but I started thinking about it like that. I don't want an upgrade version of grandma. I don't want the typical grandma. And I noticed, even when I was getting ready to look for pictures online, when I started to do this, all the pictures were of women that were gray-haired, old, dilapidated. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I'm like, that is not me. I am fly, baby, okay?
Gorgeous grandma.
So I said, no, that's not the image I want to portray. So I decided, let's see what I can do. What can I call it? So I said, it's the 2.0 version.
2.0. Gorgeous Grandma 2.0.
Yeah, so
Grandma
it's the
2.0.
Right, so my company is called Grandma's 2.0. And I started saying to my friends, oh yeah, I'm the 2.0 version of grandma. I said, what do you mean? It's different from your normal, traditional grandma. And then I didn't even want my grandson to call me grandma. I was like, no, you're gonna call me granddaddy. I'm sorry, grandma does not work here. Okay? So that was how I was thinking about it, and it was weird, and people said, what does that even mean? So I felt like I had to give it meaning then. So yeah, that's how it actually came about.
Well, I love every bit of that, and you are a gorgeous grandma.
Thank you very
You are
much.
fly.
Thank you.
So tell us, what all does this entail when it comes to Grandma 2.0? What does that look like? What is your platform for Grandma 2.0?
Okay, so it's about really the baseline, I guess, is that it's really about honoring grandmas. Because the other thing is that grandmas, I think, are the forgotten ones, right? When you look at the family structure, everybody thinks about, and then the society, in addition to that, society looks at women, or they don't really see women after a certain age. They're invisible. And I'm saying, no, honey, we visible, we out loud, we living out loud, we are here, we are outside, and you might as well look at it. So I decided, let's add. So what I did was I started doing a whole lot of research about that. So I noticed people live a lot longer than what they used to. and people want to do something different. I started talking to other women that were grandmas, and I found there was a tribe out there. So that's kind of how I just kind of brought it together. But looking at it from, when I first started, there were pictures, like I said, of older, dilapidated women. Couldn't even find nice pictures to even put on the website. Right, exactly. I'm like, wait a minute, so what is wrong with this picture, So, and then in addition to that, what I really like to say that I do is I really honor grandmas. I want to give them a voice. I want people to see us. Yeah. Right? Don't just exclude us, because grandmas today are different. I found that they are doing some phenomenal things. I met some interesting grandmas. I do a podcast where I get to talk with grandmas, and I talk to them about, what are you doing now? And I say, you're a 2.0 version of guess that, girl. What are you doing? And they said, well, I decided, like one woman she was an insurance agent. She said when her children were young, she could stay at home, work from home, be with her children, make sure they went to school, get all the PT stuff, the room mother, all that stuff, right? But now that she's a grandma, she's like, wait a minute, I need to do something for me. She got divorced, but anyway, she got divorced. She went out there and she decided, I've always wanted to be an interior designer. So that's what she did when she went back to school. She actually went right here in Virginia Beach to the Fashion Institute or Virginia Beach. Yeah, and I was like, wow.
Well, go ahead, Grandma 2.0.
Yes. I met another one who decided she wanted to write books. She also wanted to do that. Another one who is a film producer now. She went to film school. I mean, these ladies are doing all sorts of things. I have been very surprised at what they're doing.
Grandma can do anything.
Right, grandmas can do anything. And I like to tell them, this is your time now to do the things you always wanted to do, or maybe you put it off because you had children. You were married, maybe your husband wanted to do whatever at that time. And children first, family first. I believe in all of that. But this is our time to do whatever we want to do.
So in order to be a part of the Gorgeous Grandma, is there an age limit? What do they need to do to sign up?
As long as you are a grandma,
get the grandmother.
As long as you're a grandma. Now, I did have one person say to me in Charlotte, I don't think the young grandmas need to be competing with the old women. I'm like, look, we are not trying to segregate and separate people out. If you're a grandma, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what your age is. I don't think we should hold that against people because, why should we?
Like that?
That's like saying, you're a 15-year-old and you had a baby. No, you can't go to school. Remember that? I don't know if you remember those days. You're not that old. But I remember those days because I had friends in that situation, and that's not right. It's not right. I don't see it as right. So why would you put an age limit on? I don't think that's
appropriate. All the grandmas are being celebrated.
Any grandmas can be celebrated. Exactly.
And where can we find you on social media?
Oh, on social media, my site is at the 2.0 Grandma for Facebook and Instagram, and then we're just now getting into TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some interns to help me with that. So yeah, that's a little bit above my pay grade, but the kids, or maybe I should say above my age grade. But
well, thank you so much
You're welcome.
for being our community champion today and showing that confidence has no expiration date.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love that you said it has no expiration date. Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's really been a pleasure.
Same here. Thank y'all for tuning in to Confidence on Command Live. We'll be back.
A new year is an invitation to elevate how you show up. Your image should reflect your growth, your confidence, and where you're headed next. In 2026, Click and Go Mobile Studio will guide you in that direction with the $99 headshot experience, designed with convenience and quality in mind. The best part? We bring the studio right to your front door with professional lighting, backdrops, and expert direction. Book the $99 headshot experience today and let your image speak before you do. Click and Go Mobile Studio welcomes you to 2026.
And we're back, champions. Each season, we pause to have a voice where leadership reflects wisdom, faith, and responsibility lived and loud. This is our Community Champion Spotlight, a sacred space created to recognize those who help others discern truth and quiet fear while leading with integrity, especially when no one is watching. Today's community champion is deeply personal to me. She is my bonus mommy, my covering, my counselor, and one of the most spiritually grounded women I've ever met. Please help me honor Queen SummahLuv Townsley. She is a woman of faith, leadership, and service. When life's work is centered around guiding others through discernment, healing, and purpose, she is known for her award-winning commitment and spiritual wisdom, community uplift, as well as doing what God's voice has aligned her to do. Please help me welcome my bonus mommy. Hey, mommy.
Hey, baby girl, please don't make me cry.
It's okay. You can cry. We can cry together.
We cry a lot together. And thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So tell our listening audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Cassandra Alton Townsley, professionally known as Queen SummahLuv. The name SummahLuv was actually gifted to me by a 9-year-old. And you know, out of the mouths of babes, I used to do children's parties.
I can see that.
I was Summer the Clown. A lot of people do not realize that I did children's entertainment. And at one of my parties, a little girl, 9 years old, sat next to me. She said, "You're so lovable, I'm going to call you SummahLuv." I said, "And you are so adorable, I'm going to keep that name." I went on every social media platform I had at that time. It wasn't a lot out there. And I started changing to SummahLuv. And it's interesting because the name really didn't catch on until I relocated to Hampton, Virginia. So I started to brand the name.
And you are SummahLuv.
Yes, I'm SummahLuv now, and the Queen title is an earned title. I'm a 2-time inaugural title holder, first runner-up for Global Face of Africa Fashion for Peace out of Nigeria. And the crown that I adorn right now is I am Miss Elite Full Figure Virginia 2023 and 24, pending my second spine surgery. I asked my surgeon if I could compete and walk for a pageant. He said, "Well, walking is your physical therapy." He said, "So walk," and he approved for me to walk for the pageant. It was a painful journey, but it was well worth it. I heard about a 12-year-old girl who unalived herself because she was bullied because she had alopecia, and that really hurt my heart. I cried, and well, I know that's a subject, a condition that's a quiet, silent mental health condition, and we go through. There's not enough there. Well, now it's starting to really
Popular,
move it.
sexy.
Yes, yes, confidence on command. Listen, the confidence that we exude. But however, it was a devastating thing for me when I first realized that I had alopecia. I knew nothing about it. My mother, who I lost to breast cancer, when she went through hair loss, because that's all alopecia means, is hair loss. Yeah. You know, taking the radiation treatment because she was a breast cancer patient. We lost her 33 years ago, but they never identified and said it's alopecia. She lost hair. So I didn't know what was going on with me at the time. And well, pageantry, unlike fashion runway, even though there's still a little bit of vanity there, but they're very strong when it comes to community service, which is my passion, and they're very strong about you choosing a platform. And because of the young 12-year-old girl who unalived herself, I knew that was supposed to be my platform. And so Crowns Without Bounds,
I love it.
Alopecia Awareness, Crowns Without Bounds, because you do not have to have hair to be a queen. And now you can see our face.
Yes. And as someone who has alopecia, I can definitely appreciate that. And so I know it's your birthday month.
Hey!
And I wanted to make sure that you are shown the love that you deserve here on Valentine's Day. And so for our listeners, our viewers, our people that are looking for hope, what is one word of inspiration you would give them to encourage them, the ones that are homeless, the ones that are going through? Because as someone who was a homeless veteran, seeing you, how you uplift others gives me hope as well through my journey, that I wish I had someone like you. So what would you tell a person going through right now to how to find their confidence?
You know, on my way here, I spoke to your bonus grandfather. As he was going through a few things, I said, Daddy, you never thought I listened to you. I said, but I really did. And as a teenager, my dad, bonus grandfather, he's a pastor. As a matter of fact, he'll be 90 years old this year. And he will also be celebrating his 50th pastoral anniversary.
That's
the 90-year-old man is still pastoring after 50 years.
So I see where you get it from.
And so one of my favorite sermons, his subject was, why worry if you're going to pray? And if you're going to pray, why worry?
Yeah. See, she about to have me crying, y'all. Champions, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
Hi 757, I'm Desiree, the title sponsor for the Letters to the Crown segment on Confidence on Command Live. I'm also the owner of Balance Wash and Fold here in the 757, where we put the balance between life and laundry. If you're looking to have your laundry done, no need to worry, we're here to assist you. Feel free to look us up on www.bwf757.com or call or text 804-504-1608. See you soon.
Champions, before we go to the kitchen, I would like to pause for a minute for the most sacred moment of the show. This segment is called Letters to the Crown. These are real letters from people navigating fear, faith, and internal conflict. Letters to the Crown is supported by our community mental health specialist, Tracy Hines, and she's founder of Together LLC. It is also sponsored by Balance Wash and Fold. Because vulnerability without care is not empowerment, it's exposure, and we do things differently here. So here's our letter. Dear Crown, Chef Varsha and Kenya McCullough are a powerhouse couple whose culinary journey is a testament to resilience and soul. Their story began in 2017 and was a whirlwind connection that led to marriage in just 10 months. Even when a devastating accident in 2018 left LaVarsha disabled with multiple herniated discs, their shared spirit remained unbroken. Driven by a deep-rooted love for serving others, they transformed adversity into purpose by founding Emperor and Empress Catering Service that year. For the McCulloughs, cooking is a ministry of giving back. Beyond the kitchen, they are deeply committed to their community and regularly feeding, clothing, and grooming the homeless to restore dignity to those in need. Every dish is crafted with pure love, seasoned with laughter, and served from the soul. Today, they are focused on expanding into a food trailer to scale their impact. They are currently seeking a visionary sponsor to invest in this next chapter of their flavorful and compassionate legacy. Now that is beautiful. Thank you to Chef Kenyon and Chef Varsha. Very thankful for Chef LaVarsha. She is our host for Confidence Kitchen. So we definitely want to give her a shout out for all she does in the community. For those of you listening out there, if you would like to write a letter to our show for the Letters to the Crown segment, I want you to know this. Your inner voice learned survival before it learned truth. You are not broken, you are not behind, and questioning yourself does not mean you lack faith or strength. It means you're becoming aware. Your voice matters, your story matters, and your crown is still intact. So stay right here, champions. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Nakisha J. Gregory, the Crown Confidence Alchemist. As a Navy veteran, international best-selling author, and entrepreneur, I have transformed my journey with alopecia and lupus into a movement of resilience and empowerment. Through my Crown Confidence brand, I help women and veterans turn struggles into strength, reclaim their identity, and shine boldly in every room. Discover the movement and connect with me at NakishaJGregory.com. Unveil your crown, embrace your shine. And we're back, champions. Confidence doesn't just live in the mind, it lives in the body. This is Confidence Kitchen, where nourishment meets stability. This segment exists because real families deserve real solutions, not performative cooking. Confidence Kitchen turns food pantry ingredients into dignity-filled meals, hotel-friendly meals, veteran-friendly meals, budget-friendly meals, and meals preteens can safely prepare to support their families. This is cooking with compassion. This is cooking with confidence. Champions, meet the heart of the kitchen, Chef Marsha. Chef Marsha is a private chef, makeup artist, fashion coordinator, and the creator of Keep It Poppin' Kitchen. She doesn't just cook, she teaches confidence through food. So stay right there, champions. We'll be right back with Chef Marsha. So Chef Marsha, how does nourishment support stability during seasons of transition?
It helps maintain the strength, your immune strength. It helps stabilize your energy levels and regulate your mood.
Okay, I love that. And how does food impact emotional regulation and mental clarity?
So if you are doing processed foods, it spikes your blood sugar levels. It also causes anxiety, depression, stuff like that.
Wow. And so we have so many individuals that may use the food bank or Salvation Army to get their food. So I'm glad that you're here to show them today exactly how to create fulfilled and nourishing meals. So one of my questions I also have for you is, what is a groundbreaking, accessible meal that someone can make life feel when it's uncertain?
A one-pot meal. So you use one-pot meals, basically you putting everything in one either the microwave or in one pot, and you can use things like sweet potatoes, beets, carrots, and that has nourishments, your rich nourishments to help you maintain.
Okay, I love that. And what are you preparing today?
I am doing a grounded meal.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a one-pot bowl meal. So one-pot bowl meal.
Okay.
So basically I'm doing your rice, chicken, and your mixed vegetables. And so basically we're going to do everything in the microwave and a stovetop.
So someone who doesn't have a home, they're maybe in a hotel or maybe in a Salvation Army or maybe in a shelter, they're able to use this in order to prepare their
Yeah,
meal.
you can also use camp items also that has like propane that you can hook up to with like portable little stoves.
Okay.
So you can use
So
that
let me
also.
find out I can make this in my car.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this rice, and we're gonna use the microwave today. So we have the boil in the bag rice.
Okay.
So if you don't even have a pot, you can just put it in there. And we're gonna take and put it in the microwave for like 10 minutes or less, depending on your microwave. And while that's cooking, we're gonna put that on 10 minutes. And then while that's cooking, we can be doing this part. We're gonna take some butter. Why we do butter? Because butter makes everything better.
Yeah, it does.
And we have some chicken, some white chicken breasts.
Okay.
So they have where you can use the can or you can use the bag. So if you have a can, you can always go to the store and find a can opener.
So that's what I was about to ask someone who does not have a can opener.
Yeah.
These all look like easy items that they can
They are.
access and don't necessarily have to have a cutting board or dishes or things like
No.
that to prepare.
And all these things can be found really cheap at the Dollar Tree, so.
For our food pantry item.
For our food pantry items, Chinese food pantry items, so you can find seasonings there, you can find your utensils there, plating.
And it smells good.
Yeah, but
even have no
even though it
seasoning
comes out there, you always want to add a little seasoning to it. So we're gonna use some mixed vegetables from the pantry, and you want to drain your vegetables also. And we're gonna use a little bit of seasonings, which you can always get seasonings from your local grocery stores or wherever you're at. They might have seasonings at the pantry also. So.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have season packs like salt and pepper and your main seasoning.
All right, champions, we got the rice cooking, the chicken, and the vegetables. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
Hi 757, I'm Desiree, the title sponsor for the Letters to the Crown segment on Confidence on Command Live. I'm also the owner of Balance Wash and Fold here in the 757, where we put the balance between life and laundry. If you're looking to have your laundry done, no need to worry, we're here to assist you. Feel free to look us up on www.bwf757.com or call or text 804-504-1608. See you soon.
Welcome back, champions, with Confidence Kitchen from pantry to plate with pride. Here with Chef Marsha, and we've got everything prepared. It looks absolutely amazing. What we got here, Chef Marsha?
We have our rice done with our chicken and vegetables.
And it looks good and smells good. You saying I can fix that in my car?
Yes, you can.
Or the camper?
Yeah, in the camper, out in the car, wherever, in the park.
It looks very fulfilling. And so as we are preparing these meals and we are reaching an audience that may not have limited resources. I myself, I've had to use the food bank, the Salvation Army. I've been homeless, lived in my car, so I can definitely feel those that don't have the means to do this. So I want to make sure that they are touched, that there is no waste when it comes to what the food bank gives. So these items can all be found at a food bank, Salvation Army, or even Dollar Tree, as you stated.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to in food insecurity, what is something that can affect confidence and decision making with individuals going through this?
So a lot of people tend to feel shame.
Yeah.
They tend to isolate themselves from people.
Yeah.
So we want to try to like get people out of that, you know. So yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I agree. I felt shame when I was going through it myself. So I want to make sure that no one feels that way. You know, you have students that are in school that may only eat at school. So this gives an option to be able to create healthy meals that are nutritional for them to have with the low.
Right.
All right, champions. Thank you for tuning in. This is Chef Marsha with Confidence Kitchen. We'll be back from word from our sponsors.
A new year is an invitation to elevate how you show up. Your image should reflect your growth, your confidence, and where you're headed next. In 2026, Click and Go Mobile Studio will guide you in that direction with the $99 headshot experience, designed with convenience and quality in mind. The best part? We bring the studio right to your front door with professional lighting, backdrops, and expert direction. Book the $99 headshot experience today and let your image speak before you do. Click and Go Mobile Studio welcomes you to 2026.
Champions, meeting the next version of you requires courage. Growth will always ask more of you than comfort ever will. But when responsibility meets clarity, confidence follows. So this week, don't resist who you're becoming. Prepare for them. Because the next version of you deserves preparation, not pressure. Own your story. Shift the energy. Command the room. I'll see you next week for our new episode, Rewriting the Voice That Moves You.